One hand in the air if you don't really care. Two hands in the air if you don't really care. It's like that sometimes, I mean ridiculous.
Welcome back to Cosmetics Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, Bo Vintage, and today's video is a story time. This is a story on how I got revenge on my mother. Yes, my mother. Because me and my mom have had a really weird relationship in the past, growing up, but now we're pretty much steady and stable. We just always had a weird relationship, and oftentimes we didn't agree on things because, well, my mom's a Sagittarius and I'm a Taurus, and like we just don't click sometimes. Like we're very much alike because it's a mother-daughter thing, but that being alike kind of makes us clash. And so I don't know if I was in high school or like grade 7, grade 8, but I had this digital camera, okay? I was probably in grade 7 or 8 because by that time, like, she wasn't into the whole take your shit away from you because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So I was in, I'm gonna say elementary school or like middle school, whatever, and I had this camera and I would bring it to school all the time. I would bring it everywhere with me, and I would take photos and upload photos and edit photos, and like I've always had a digital camera and I've always loved taking pictures. So my mom was not the person that had purchased the camera. Yes, she was authority, yes, she was my mother, but I just felt like if I was misbehaving or like if she wanted to punish me, she could have taken away a lot of other things, but like for her to take away my camera that she ain't paid for, like I was really crushed and irritated by that. But like that's just how my mom operated. I remember one time my mom took my iPod away from me for like 2 years. My iPod. Anybody that knows me knows that I love music like no tomorrow. I need music to survive. So the fact that she took my iPod away for so long, and like I would have to like sneak into her room and like get it and put it back, I just wasn't with the dramas. And she was good at hiding stuff. Like, you know, some parents will like take stuff and then they're not good at hiding it. My mom was A1 at hiding stuff, but I was A1 at finding stuff. Hey mom. So I found my iPod, I would use it, put it back, and then eventually I just asked her for it and she gave it to me. But that was like 2 years later. Like she held that thing hostage. But whatever, like the iPod was kind of stupid because it's not like it was like an iPod touch where you can like talk to your friends and stuff because it has Wi-Fi. It was an iPod Nano, the little first version of the, not the first version of the Nano, the little square silver ones. It was that. No, was it that, or was it the long rectangular one? I don't know. Either way, she took it for 2 years. So that was after, by the way. So I had this little digital camera and it was like my livelihood, and my sister's ex-boyfriend had purchased it for me for my birthday, and so it was just my baby. And I had gotten in trouble. I don't even remember what I did. I don't know if it's because of my grades, which is probably what it was, or because I wasn't cleaning my room, or like I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was because I had an attitude. I don't know, honey. But the point is, my mom took it away from me. And for some reason, I thought my ass was going to be brave and take that shit back and hide it. Not only did I take it back, but I like hid it under my bed. So under my bed, there was like a wood beam. And I was able to like put it on the ledge on the inside underneath my bed. So that's what I did with it. Anyway, I knew that when she came home, she was gonna be looking for it because she didn't hide my camera. She just had it on her dresser. So I went into her room and I took it and I put it underneath my bed. Because she wasn't home yet, I decided that I was gonna go to bed early. I don't know who told me to do this, but I did it anyway. I went to bed early because I didn't want to deal with the wrath of her. And I didn't think I would have to if I was sleeping. Like, who is waking their baby up? Like, who? I was a good kid for the most part, but I was a little rebellious too. She ended up coming home. She was home for a while, and then she went upstairs and I guess noticed that the camera was missing. I was in my bed, sleep, okay? Sleep. Wasn't nobody supposed to come disturb me. My mom busted into my room, didn't know she was in there, because when I sleep deep. Like, I say it all the time, like, if the world was ending, I could probably sleep through that shit. No lie. I sleep really, really deep. Depending on the situation, like, if I'm taking a nap and I know I have to do something later, like, I won't sleep deep. But if I'm trying to go to bed, I'm trying to go to bed, honey. So I went to sleep. I'm sleeping in my room. My mom comes in my room, and I guess she was yelling at me. I don't know if she was. She must have been, because all I know is I just felt whoopings, honey. I woke up to getting my ass beat. My mother was in my room whooping that ass with the bathroom brush. So the bathroom brush was like this scary ass thing that my mom used to beat us with. So you know the brushes that you would use to like wash your back? So my mom used to have one, and we named it the bathroom brush because that's what it was. And anytime we were getting in trouble, she would say, "Go get the bathroom brush." Okay, that's what would happen. And or whatever she told us to go get that she was gonna beat us with, we had to go get it. So we used to call the thing the bathroom brush, me and all my sisters. Like, at first I didn't wake up. When she hit me the first time, I didn't wake up. She must have been on the 3rd or 4th hit when I woke up, and I just woke up like trying to like, don't hit me kind of thing. But thank the Lord that I had my blanket on, because if I did not have my blanket on and that thing touched me, I would have been in so much pain. But she's beating me. Where's your camera? Where's your camera? Who told you to go into my room and take your camera? Blah, 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 blah. You're not a woman, you're a child. Blah, blah, blah. All this stuff. My mom's going off. She's going in on me. And I'm just there crying. And I didn't want to give her the camera back, but it was either the camera or my ass. So, she's beating me, and I'm trying to get out of the bed to give her the camera. Like, I'm trying to go underneath my bed to get the camera, and she's still beating me. And so I'm there trying to give it to her, and she's still beating me. Like, she was so mad, you guys. And finally she stops or whatever, and then she tells me she's gonna take it for even longer than she had anticipated and all this. So I'm in big trouble now, crying my eyes out, because the bathroom brush was this thick plastic. Like, the diameter was this, okay? Like, this was the width, okay, of the plastic. And then she would beat us with the back side of the brush, not the bristles, obviously, right? So she would beat us with it, and it had like this flower imprint on it. You guys, one time my sister got her ass beat with that. The flower imprint was in her damn leg for a good week. Like, it was not a game. But thankfully that didn't happen to me. Anyway, this thick ass plastic brush hurt so bad, and that's what she was beating me with. And she woke me up out of my sleep. And you know when you're fucking in trouble and you're pissed and you're like, I fucking hate her. Well, you're not gonna swear, because I didn't swear back then, but like you're just mad and you're like and you're pissed and you don't want to freaking talk to nobody, and you're just in your room and your lips quivering and you're fucking just crying your eyes out. Well, that was me, and I was plotting in my room. When she left my room, I was plotting on that ass. I was like, how am I gonna get this lady back? Because ain't no way she gonna come in my room and whoop my ass while I'm trying to take a fucking beauty rest. Like, she ain't about to do that and I'm not gonna get revenge. So I'm in my room plotting, and I said, okay, so you take my stuff, I'm gonna take yours. That's what it is, okay? So I don't know if it was the next day. I think I might have waited, because I'm a sneaky bitch. I probably waited about 2 days before I strike back, okay? I wasn't gonna wait till she was sleeping to beat that ass. I wasn't gonna beat her ass at all, because you know what, that's my mama. I would never beat my mom. But what I did do was take something that belonged to her to give her grief, honey. I was giving her hell. So the next day when she came home, my mom generally goes to bed pretty early because of her job. So the next day, and she sleeps deep too, and she snores. So the next day, and that's how you know she's really asleep, like, and she don't like when you wake her up. So I made sure to be quiet as a mouse, and I snuck into that room when she was asleep, and I took her BlackBerry. I brought it back to my room, took the SIM card out, broke the SIM card in half. If you don't know, is a SIM card like universal? SIM card is the card that you have to put in your phone to make it work, to make phone calls. So I took her SIM card out, I broke it in half, threw it out my window in my room, and it landed in the snow and fell into the snow. After I destroyed the SIM card and threw it out the window, and I don't know why this was my plan, like I don't know why this was my big fucking like my revenge, but it was. And so after I did that, I brought the phone back into her room, plugged it back in, and went about my business. Put the battery back in, everything. The next day, as I go to school, she goes to work. My mom doesn't use her cell phone a lot, so chances are like she's not gonna be on the bus like scrolling down her timeline. There was no timelines back then anyway, but she wouldn't even do that if there was. She just, my mom's the type of person that don't even answer her cell phone. Like I call her so many times today and she ain't answer. I was so mad. I left a message, and I don't leave messages for nobody. Go about my business, I go to school, she goes to work. When she came home, you guys, she came straight to me and asked me what I did to her phone. I'm like, I didn't do anything. Why are you asking me? Lying through my teeth. I'm like, I didn't do anything. Why are you asking me? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just broken. She couldn't get into the phone because there was no SIM card in there. Like back then, like if you took the SIM card out, it wouldn't let you. Even now, if you take your SIM card out of your iPhone, you probably can't access anything. But it was like a BlackBerry Pearl, and she couldn't access anything, and she was livid. Where's my SIM card? Where's my SIM card, bougie? Where is it? I don't know, mom. I can't help you. Like, I don't know. Where's my camera? No shade, no tea. So, it was basically tit for tat for me. Anyway, I took it out. It was long gone in the snow, and I wasn't gonna admit that, but she knew it was me. And so of course I got in more trouble. She didn't beat me the second time or for that, but she was pissed, and she had to call Fido or whatever and get a new SIM card, which I think she had to pay like 10 bucks for. But I didn't care because I felt like I got my revenge. Like, see you later, mom, see you never. Shouldn't have took my camera. That's how I felt about that. I was such a brat, you guys. I'm gonna fast forward to like, I don't know, maybe 3-4 months later. All the snow melts. I'm going into my backyard just to like go in my backyard, and I see the fucking SIM card on the little cement, because like when you go into the backyard, it's just like the glass door, and then outside is like, I don't know, a whole little deck of cement, and then the barbecue and whatever. So I go outside and I look at the SIM card, and I was like, oh my gosh, if my mom ever came out here and see that. And my mom's always in her garden, so I'm like, if my mom ever came out here and saw the SIM card, honey. So I took it, I brought it upstairs, honey. I flushed that hole down the toilet. I said, I am not going down for this. I don't know, maybe when I turned 18, I finally owned up to it. It took me until I was 18 to own up to stealing that SIM card, breaking it, and throwing it out the window. And I actually totally forgot about this story until a couple days ago. My mom asked me, she's like, remember when you took my SIM card? She said, karma is a bitch. Remember when you took the SIM card out of my phone and destroyed it? I said, LOL. Hilarious. So I actually want to take this time out to say I'm sorry, mom. I wish I never did that. And I also wish you never took my camera, okay? I love you much. But you're right, karma is a bitch. And guess what? You shouldn't have took my camera, and I wouldn't have took your SIM card. I'm joking. I am actually sorry. I was a little badass kid sometimes, like, but like, I don't know, maybe I was just going through life, going through the motions, you know. So I took my mom's SIM card and got in trouble for it. And I probably deserved the beating she gave me when she took my camera, because I shouldn't have taken it back. I thought I was grown, y'all. My whole life I thought I was grown, like I was born an adult, okay? I'm so sorry. So sorry. Anyway, you guys, I do love you all, and I will definitely see you in the next one.